No, no. Funny how I can't get these questions answered. I still get the same old bullshit back. Hey, if you were gonna be with Jesus, what do you think the way is? Do you think going after the truth is the way to find God, who is love? Does anybody disagree with me there? Is there anybody who's willing to debate me there that the truth should be the number one thing in their life? If you're gonna go to heaven, I mean. I'm just thinking, like, you gotta be living a truthful life in order to go to heaven. You gotta be somewhat righteous, you know what I mean? I think you gotta earn your stripes somehow. Is someone wanna let me know where I might be wrong? Or is it just an easy trip? Like, it's just a loving God and well, he gave us free will, and if we want to destroy people on the earth, we can just do it because there's no repercussions. So, like, please, come on, guys, let me know what you guys thinking because, like, you wanna doubt my spirituality because if my spirituality's real, that makes you real pussies. You don't like that. You don't like facing who you are. All I want is the truth. Listen, I've said the whole time, don't know what's wrong with me. It's like I'm fucking possessed by the Holy Spirit or something. I don't know. I'll let them scan my fucking brain, see if that's the problem. I don't know. Maybe it's a bloodline thing. Maybe I can trace my bloodline back. I'm fucking willing to do whatever it fucking takes for this hell to fucking end. Because they tell us heaven is within us. So fuck if I gotta try and bring if I gotta be stuck in hell, I'm gonna try and bring heaven to her. And that's by bringing the truth. And none of you guys have ever said, "Hey, Carl, WPF's not real. The Who's not real. There's not really an agenda coming for our children." Like, nobody will even tell me, like, "You guys want me to think that I'm mentally ill, but you won't let tell me about the 50-year-old man that thinks he can be a 13-year-old girl and fucking work in psychology at a university." And for me not to think that that might be filtering down, and maybe that's why half the fucking world is retarded, I don't know. Maybe it's overeducated. Maybe it's all indoctrination. You know what I mean? Maybe the smarter you think you are, the fucking dumber you really are. But who knows? I'm not really the smartest person in the world, but I think I'm pretty fucking intelligent. And I get that from my imagination, you know what I mean? Anything's possible. That's the thing. You guys limit yourself to God. What is God? What is I have no idea. Like I said, like I've watched this thing. There's a big thing on TikTok now where Lilith comes to Eve and says that Eve is the creator and trying to bring woman power or whatever the fuck it is instead of fucking coming to the realization that there isn't one without the other. We need both. You know what I mean? No one, neither one is more important. One's the seed and one gives birth. What we like, where did they get this information from? I'm like, where did it? And that's the thing. Nobody has any fear of what they put out anymore. Just make whatever the fuck you want up and nobody cares. Fuck, in fact, if you use your imagination and make shit up rather than use your imagination to come with solutions to fucking fix the fantasy. Those are the people that fucking entertain you people. Fuck Rocco can get people to sit down and talk with him, and I fucking can't for some reason. And I fucking have to ask myself, "Carl, is there really a problem with you?" Like, I'm fucking trying to figure out where doing what's best for everybody and coming up with a really easy solution, and no one wants to have that conversation. And you want me to expect you fucking people are fucking smart. Not one person has ever said, "Let's talk." Well, Downey did, but he backed down, Sieper has, AD has, they all backed down when they know what I'm gonna say. Like, AD knows that I'm gonna fucking, like, face to face with him, say, "Hey, man, don't be ashamed of what you did. You did it for the right reasons." But you should be a little pissed off that they thought your life was so fucking meaningless that, well, they threw you into a war that you never should have been a part of. But, hey, you guys are supposed to think you shouldn't have information, right? That's the thing. Like, I'm sure should get all his little musician friends. Him and Kid Rock, I see Kid Rock's like, "You fuck with Trump, you fuck with me." Well, do something about it. Or fucking Kid Rock, stop talking about it. Send all your fucking people over to the FBI. Hey, do your jobs, fucking twitwads. What's on fucking Biden's laptop? Hey, guess what? In case you don't know this, dipshits, the president works for us. Therefore, you work for us. You give us the fucking information we want, you little twatwads. No more of this fucking bullying us bullshit. You give us the information that we fucking want because we fucking pay you, not the fucking president, not the fucking government. That comes off our hard backs. So fuck you, FBI. Fuck you, Christopher Wray. Get your shit together, get the fuck out and get yourself in a prison cell because you're going to be better off there than fucking walking around in public. And we want to fucking save you for what you wanted for us. See, I'm telling you, you guys get them all in jail. They can be your own little reality show. You don't realize it yet, but you're their fucking joke. They don't care about any of you. And when you see somebody who does care, it fucking bothers you because they're not here to fucking save you. They're here to fucking tell you you gotta save yourself. Because she gets bumpy. She gets bumpy when you decide to go with God. She's gonna get bumpy. People are gonna question your mental health. Fuck, you might even get hospitalized fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. But hey, here's the deal. You guys do know I'm not a stupid individual, and I'm not gonna stop until I get my prime minister's attention, right? Like, you don't think that fucking they wouldn't investigate every fucking thing I say to make sure I'm not lying. Like, my hospital visits are not fucking legit. I'm telling you people, if you're gonna lock somebody up for violence and suicide, you need one shred of evidence, you would think, right? We're not having people make the fucking like, hey, if someone's making the call on your mental health and you show the doctor that person lying about the doctor and the doctor confirms, hey, that's not something I said. That's made up. It's a fantasy. If your doctor ain't smart enough to figure out that, well, okay, maybe there's some lies going on. But then again, you would think as physical assault, there shouldn't be any more making calls on somebody, you know what I mean? But that can happen. You guys think that's all right? Like, really, what would you guys do if that was you? Or even the first time, how would you guys handle it? Going, "What the fuck is going on? Like, why am I not why am I at the fucking hospital?" And they're telling you that your friends have called because they're concerned about you, and you know the only thing you did is went on Facebook and let out your workplace's secrets. And that well, then you find out that it was your doctor, your actual doctor, your family doctor, that got the phone calls from your friends. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I don't hand my family doctor out. My friends don't know who it is, you know what I mean? Just saying my workplace might have, but hey, those would be in the phone records, right? It's funny. I try and tell you guys, places can fucking jerk your life over lies. And then you wonder why people are out there killing themselves. They're not enjoying life. It's amazing. Like I was saying, why doesn't Upchurch get with all the buddies? Like Kid Rock and all that. And they can just have everybody tweet or fucking do whatever to the FBI. Use their social media. Get Gen X on it. They've been activated. I don't know what for. Get popular or something. Talk about how fucking how hard their life was and how they are. Same fuckers all lining up for their foosball games, not giving a fuck what's coming for the children or who's in their children's bathrooms. Pay tax. You still waiting for Trump to save you, buddy? Or could you be a man and help somebody who would help you, huh? You don't think you have that power though, right? Like, is that what you guys don't like about me? Is that I try and convince you guys that you have the power? You can do this. You can make the change because you know I'm right. Because you never let me know where I'm wrong, right? So I have to assume that I might have the right information. I might be on the right trail. Uh, yeah, you got the power, all right. Fucking fact, you would know a good person if they fucking slapped you in the face or the right thing. Guys really do make me sad. Hey, Stardust, she gets sad about you text. So like, hey, whoever that is, I can't even read it. What's everybody want to talk about? Where am I wrong? Where shouldn't we be asking for the truth there, text? Is there something wrong with that? Telling you should be with God just in case there is something going on. You know what I mean? Get to know yourself, text. You should ask yourself these questions. Should I care? Can't go away. Come on. Hey, text. Did you let go of some of your music heroes? If they were actually zeros, I don't know. I could be wrong, right? I'm just saying. I've been seeing for a long time. Old Eminem. He just he's not looking good, bud. Like if you were gonna pick somebody for the salty team, not the good salty team, the fucking Candace made references to him being homosexual. Do you think he's a homosexual? He is one of those stars that does have a child that is Was that child's groom perhaps? I don't know. So I don't know what kind of man Eminem is, but you should be able to read his music and pick it up pretty good on who he is, you know what I mean? And we love this guy. We love don't get me wrong, I used to be big into Eminem. Not Afraid, that was my fucking anthem for a long time. I thought Eminem was solid, man, but a solid man doesn't make you pick from him or another person. You just state your case and say, "Hey, you can go where you want." You know what I mean? That's why there's God and there's the devil. You know what I mean? The only problem is the devil's the easy route, but it's sitting back as a Christian thinking you should just watch this nonsense go on around us and not have the right to ask questions and say, "Hey, what's going on there with Justin Trudeau? Why does Klaus Schwab say he's penetrated him? Why does Chrystia Freeland work for the WEF? And why did she write a book about the globalists running the world? I don't like these ideas. Like, when do we stand together? You know what I mean? When do we become strong in Christ and stand with one another? Forget about everything else and come down to one common cause. Fucking save the future for the children, and then we can argue about everything afterwards. You know what I mean? Get rid of the entity that's running this fucking shithole, making you brain dead. 'Cause it's really easy. I don't understand how you just can't say no. Hey, you know what I mean? Hey, Trump, let us put a little effort in for you, buddy. You know what I mean? You're only taking bullets for us now, and fucking you're a felon, and you're fucking Stormy Daniels, and, like, if you had as much money as Trump, are you picking Stormy Daniels? Really? Like, you gotta admit his wife's way hotter than Stormy Daniels, like, why? And then that other one he gets charged with, like, I'm sorry, she does seem a little cuckoo, but I may be wrong. Maybe the Don did do something to her, but I'm just thinking if there was a fibber, she might be a fibber because her stories kinda coagulate and kinda I'd have to go back through the information and give you the actual information on why I think. Not saying because I wasn't there, but maybe it's real. But hey, maybe we could find out. Let Trump not hide anymore. He'll have to tell everybody his true intentions. No, I'm not saying he's good, but what if he is good? That hurt a lot of people's feelings, especially if you work for God. Could you imagine that? Oh, there'd be a lot of people that just wouldn't go good in their brains. Like, at least you like Trump, you know what I mean? You know Biden's a tool, right? That's you're just not aware that you should have the right to say he's not president anymore because he's not fit to operate paperwork. Like, you just need to come together, but you think you're too small time, you know what I mean? Text. I think you could be big time, and that bothers you for some reason. I know you could do it. I know you could open that little brain of yours, and you could find a way to break through the matrix, but you gotta get with Jesus first. Get in the truth, sweetheart. Rise and shine. See, I wrote on this TikTok, this person had a thing on there, something about God or something. And someone wrote in the comments, God's fairy tale. So I replied back. I was like, hey, what happens if fairy tales do come true? You're kind of fucked, aren't you? The guy who posted the stuff about Christ, his name was Soldier Christ. He tells me not to throw not to throw pearls at swine. Hey, if you're really a soldier of God, you try and help everybody, you know what I mean? You gotta show the swine they're swine. If they don't know they're swine, text T. I want you to see, bud. I don't want you to be a pig anymore. I want you to be a human being. Being is the hard part. Human's the easy part, bud. Hey, are you into aliens? Text T. I'm curious about them, you know what I mean? Could you handle that if there were? What if Bob Lazar is not a liar? Would that be a shock? The most intriguing thing about Bob Lazar is when he talks about that religious book he saw. Your body's just a canister text. It's the inside you should be worried about, sweetheart. And you're not. And you should be. I want you there, buddy. This is why I'm here. I love you, text. And hey, listen up. Let's go through this. Everybody on here, let me know where I'm the retard in this situation, okay? I only say my harsh things out of love because I'm tired of being nice and I can't do it anymore. Makes me sick to my stomach. And people gotta know. So Mr. Dowdy writes on my video, he says, Carl, I have no hate or hard feelings towards you. Same thing here, Dowdy. Everything I do is for you and it's out of love because I think you're misled and I don't know what you're thinking, but I think the truth is the way. And please answer these questions if you can, because I'm going to go through your thing. I truly wish you would see a doctor for help, Carl, after seeing what your wife was saying in the comments. Well, that I don't know if you know this or not, but I have put some of my doctor visits out on the internet for you to listen to. And if you can't hear me asking for help and asking him what I'm allowed to talk to him about and how I can release this shit, because I'm trying to tell him my life has been ruined based off of lies. So how do I get these people who have lied to address me, to let me know where I might be delusional, doctor? Like, I don't know. Like, this is the thing, Dowdy. I've tried to talk to the doctors. They like pills, buddy. They like what's her face there, your buddy you wrote on her post. Angela Fender. You know what I mean? We are not supposed to worry about earthly things, the Bible tells us. All of this is going to happen in the end of days, Carl Bubba. But take some time off YouTube because it's the end of this live. You truly about to have a heart attack. Well, yeah, that's because I'm dumb and I can't handle the stupidity anymore, bud. And what worldly things? I'm working on righteous things. If you feel it's the end of times there, Dowdy, what you should be doing is you should be trying to inspire and help people come to the truth. And in order for that to happen, they have to see it for themselves. They have to get the information from the people who give them their current information. They have to let them know that they've lied. But in order for that to happen, maybe we should come together and get the other side to tell them to stop lying because the people need to know the truth now, and we're not gonna stand for lies. Did I see Wade in here, or was I seeing things? I thought I seen Wade. Hey, Brandy B. Well, I'm a warrior of God. I feel a little bit better, but got myself all worked up earlier as Dowdy was pointing out, and that's the thing. You gotta get those feelings out, bud. Can't hold them in. You can't just that's the thing. You take those pills, you hold those feelings in. No, you gotta say, "Hey, this isn't right. Let's fix it." You know what I mean? But when people are ignorant, and that's the only way you can fix things is by having a conversation. I'm just saying, "Hey, Dowdy, you got someone to talk to, bud?" I don't. So, fuck you and keep your opinions to yourself until you know what I went through and you wanna hear my story, 'cause I referred it to you, bud, and and you said you wanted to, and then you just got scared for some reason. Maybe you thought I'd, things to you that maybe you needed to do, and you just don't wanna do them because you wanna think it's the end times and you're just fucking gonna whiz off to heaven without being righteous, you know what I mean? Like, being nice doesn't get you to heaven, bud. Being silent piece of shit probably gets you to hell because you thought you were going to heaven without fucking doing anything. I don't know. I This is just what I think, bud. I think Carl Jung was a prophet, and he's trying to tell you gotta go through hell before you can get to heaven. You gotta work for it. You gotta want it. You fucking gotta love the truth. I want the truth, everything. Look, it doesn't matter what kind of person you look like, accept the fucking truth. If you're wrong, just fucking accept it. See, that's the thing, if I'm not chosen, I can accept it. But what I can't accept is that, oh, fentanyl, fuck, I go through all this shit, I go right back to fucking Epstein. I can't go on thinking all these trafficking rings are going on and we're supposed to stay silent about it or the WHO or the WEF or any of this fucking bullshit. It needs to fucking stop. And the only way it stops is if people fucking learn the truth. Like I've always said, fucking show me where I got it wrong. Tell me where I fucking misplaced pieces or fucking tell me I'm not open to a fucking conversation. I don't wanna think people are evil, but that's what I think based on what they show me. I don't get to see people off screen, you know what I mean? I only get to see their performances on screen because I put my pieces together that way. Like, it pains me to know that there's war in Ukraine and how I feel about fucking Ukraine. Knowing that Zelensky was funded by the guy that probably the Azov Battalion, and that our money is going for the democracy of Ukraine, and they no longer have the right to vote. They're hurting Orthodox Christians. Kind of bothers me too. Democracy should come with the freedom of religion, but you guys keep fucking paying them to take it away from them. Like, and again, what's going on there? Their bar life looks fucking fabulous. Tell me it's not true. I seen Anthony Blinken playing there, right in Ukraine. Working in the free world. Fuck. My embarrassment of a prime minister. Having press conferences, nobody even in the audience at the fucking that summit thing. Fuck. Even the biggest of dorks don't like that dork. Fuck. I was supposed to have in my head thinking that guy's got an NDA, and he has a lot of like, this isn't a made up thing. He's got a little pedo friends. A lot. know what I mean? There's lots of stuff. There's lots of stuff I'd like to talk to him about. Then again, you should probably know who his daddy is. Maybe we can both do blood tests at the same time, see what bloodline we come from. But hey, like, Asheville either needs to get off of YouTube, freaking do as he says. She is so sensitive. He says he doesn't give a fuck what anybody says about him, but fuck. Oh my goodness. Every time somebody says something about him, he's like, I don't care what you say about me. Oh my goodness. Oh. Like I said, he gets tossed around like a hot potato. Like, poor Castro makes me feel like a well-used whore or something. Like, and he falls for it every time. I'll be your friend. I just want to be your friend. You can fuck me over however many times you want. But then again, I don't ever have to back my mouth up as Castile because I'm going to tell you what a good guy Kurt is and a good guy fucking Will is. But then I can tell him my story and say, hey, would you think Uncle Will and Kurt were good guys if this happened to you? Or am I crazy, Crassville? He won't ever answer me. But he always comes in and says, Kurt's good people, dude. Don't call Will the Wiltard. He's good, dude. To you, bud. Not to everybody. They're fake. There's Kansas Rebel, man, if he thinks Kurt's a good dude, if you would talk behind his back. Not very holler boyish. Know what I mean? But those are the kind of people Upchurch keeps himself associated with. People that would talk and amongst themselves. Is he still friends with Kansas after Dagburn got the intel? Or I don't know. I don't keep up on that. Or is Hawaii super friends with Kurt now and not? Who knows? Memorial Church. I know what it's like to find someone who's like, good. I've been traveling for years through space and time. Still ain't found no one. Fucking can even talk. It's weird. That's weird. But hey, you guys tell Upchurch if he's ever interested in solutions instead of fucking theories, tell him to come my way. He's all about fucking theories, eh? Do something, bud. Fuck. You got a brain in there. You say you can think outside the box, come up with a better plan than me. Fucking do something. Don't just talk about it. Fuck. Well, you be President Trump's hero, huh? Huh? Go out and do it. Stop fucking coming up with theories and get some solutions under your belt, bud. That's what chosen ones are supposed to do. They're here to fix problems, not fucking come up with theories. You spot a problem. You see it. Find a way to find out what the answer is to make sure it doesn't happen again. And I'm quite sure if we went after the FBI and, well, we got those flight logs and Bill Gates was on them as much as I think he is, dominoes would fall. The whole world would crack. But hey, that's how we're trying, you know what I mean? Instead, we'd have to know what was going to happen. And we'd have to create a brand new world. And wow, change is scary. Trust me, I know it is. That's why I hate doing these videos. I know sooner or later something's gonna happen and it all changes. It all changes. How it changes, I don't know. Which way does the human race go? Does it go the way of the worldly things that are dowdy, or does it go the way of the righteous things? What's righteous and what's worldly, eh, bud? I say working for God and trying to find out what the truth is. Trying to ask souls to go out there and fucking find out what the truth is. And maybe you get a whole lot more answers than you ever bargained for. Find out if there actually was Jesus. Find out if the Quran's real. All of it. You can find out. Is there stuff buried at the Vatican and we're not allowed to see it for a reason? You would think Jesus is for everybody. You know what I mean? But hey, the Vatican's got the lock on that. But then again, like I've said, anybody with half a brain, you guys should be all calling Mark Wahlberg out, saying, "Hey, Marky Mark, hey, Catholic boy, hey, think it's time to call the Pope out? Do you think Jesus wants the Pope hanging out with Klaus Schwab? He's a penetrator." No, 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 no. Hey, Vatican, do you fucking think Jesus wants you to sit there with all that bank with all these people starving around the world? No, 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 no. They don't represent Jesus. Vatican's a joke. It would even work for the other guy. Who knows, man? You got it. If you're with Team Klaus Schwab and Team Rockefellers, you are a fucking serpent. Like, I don't know. Thanks, vintage. I'll always stand my ground. I don't care. Hey, someone wrote on here. I don't even know if they're on here anymore. I'm the MP5 guy. Here, let me give you some information on Trump. Give you some information on Trump. You go look for this video because you wonder about this Q shit, right? Like, Upchurch is going on about Q and whatever. I don't know if it's fucking real. I don't. But he's in some sort of fucking some sort of meeting or something, and they ask him if he knows who fucking Anonymous is. Right out of Trump's lips, he said, "I'd rather not say. I know who he is." And it shocked you. And no one ever asked him about that fucking video. Who the fuck is Anonymous and why do you know who he is? Like, this is for real. Like, you guys don't see videos like that and go, question no fucking follow up. Like, that's a huge fucking thing. Like, Trump just said he knows who Anonymous is. Who do you think Anonymous is? Yeah, let's put another thing in there. I can't see because this heart thing here. Well, I don't know. He said he knows who Anonymous is. Was he just lying? How would you lie about something like that? Why would you not follow up and say, "Come on, man, you gotta tell us who it is"? Like, I'm crazy for picking up on shit like that, thinking we should ask questions. Like Upchurch says we should be able to ask questions. Upchurch, you should be able to get your whole fucking group of people and start asking the FBI questions. Instead of sticking them on Adam Calhoun, stick them on the fucking FBI. Make them the most tweeted people in the world, along with Dick Durbin. Remember, Dick Durbin has your flight logs from Marsha Blackburn, who works for you. You do Marsha Blackburn a big favor, getting those flight logs from Dick Durbin. Taylor Swift doesn't like Marsha Blackburn. So, yeah, it's funny. Like, what if she's part of the show? Like, I'm just trying, hey, if church ever watches this, hey, bud, what do you think about her boyfriend getting $20 million from, like, when, you know, he's, like, got big sponsors like McDonald's, all of them, every one of them equaled combined $10 million. So why would a company offer 20 unless they had to, persuade him? I mean, it's not worth that much. It's not worth double what he gets for everything else. Like, it doesn't take a brain surgeon to figure that out. Either that or I just want these brain surgeons who are fucking negotiating really shitty deals like that. They probably shouldn't be making medicine for us, you know what I mean? They're not really that smart. But hey, is Travis Kelce part of the show? Are a lot of these athletes part of the show? We treat them they're better than us. Like I see Conor McGregor saying something about Trump on Twitter. Like, that guy should have been in jail so many times. He should be treated no better than anybody else. If you punch an old man in the face because he doesn't want to take whiskey from you, you should probably be in trouble. Not just apologize and have to hand over some money. You should probably have to, really pay for your crime. Or when you're gonna attack, maybe that was a stage show when he attacked that fucking bus. You know what I mean? He can just do whatever he wants. He's Conor McGregor. But then there's other stuff too, you know what I mean? I just thank God in my heart for cheaters, you know what I mean? Like, he humiliates his wife, just saying, you know what I mean? Like, you did have that video fucking showing that that girl went willingly into the bathroom in that basketball game or whatever. What was that other one? He said she had to jump out of the boat. Coast Guard rescued her, and she went to sue Connor, and her car blew up, and it's funny shit you learn, but who knows? We just when you got money, you don't have to pay. You just have to pay a little bit. You get away with whatever you want, and we allow it. You know what I mean? But hey, we don't even realize things like, hey, Elvis Presley might have been a bit of a pedo too. He might have been into young girls. Until we actually look at the ages of the girls that we allowed Elvis to date, and then again, it's happening right in front of our faces all over the place. Just getting us used to it. You know what I mean? What's next? Like, I gotta be honest, I haven't watched porn in a long time, but when I used to watch it, there was a lot of family shit. You know that? They were really going with brother, sister, stepbrother, sister, mother, son, father, daughter. None of that shit. I know you know what I mean? Or they're trying to put that in the brains of people like, hey, this is all right. Hey, look at this. Trying to set your mind for the next generation, what they will allow. You know what I mean? They're already trying to tell us that, well, child predators, and there are people who are saying this, it's a disease, they can't help themselves. You know what I mean? Hey, you can help yourself. You know what I mean? It's just whether you're willing to or not. It's not right now. Don't need to be. You just choose to be. There's a different way for me. I could get healthier, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm not trying to say it's the same thing, but you know what I mean? It's just choices. Like you do the right or wrong thing. And at least be honest about it. You know what I mean? At least I'm honest. I'm fat and unhealthy and out of shape and, and not doing good. But let's being honest, all those little child pressures need to be like They need to have harsh, stiff penalties, you know what I mean? That's just my opinion. That way it stops. That way you know, "Hey, if I do this, something bad's gonna happen to me. If I do something bad might happen to me." Because right now, there's just let me tell you, I know how some of them work, and they're fucking good. They are really good. They will make the victim fucking feel ashamed of themselves, make them look like the bad guy too. It's fucking terrible. No one cares. No one wants to stop this shit. No one wants to say, "Hey, it's time to change the rules." You start with the Federal Reserve, the whole world changes then, you know what I mean? You don't even have to stop the world. Banks, we own them. Hey, oil companies, take whatever you got. It's ours now. Belongs to the earth, belongs to the people. It's that easy. But if I'm being honest, I think stuff's being withheld from us. Like I mentioned the other day, the sun that China made, like they made a sun. They gotta be able to halfway that energy to pay for it, you know what I mean? Like what happened with that sun and why? Now check this out for yourself. Does Bill Gates and Klaus Schwab want to shoot shit into the sun? And just what is it they want to shoot into the sun? Be strong, vintage. As long as you know you're in the truth, don't let anybody break you. Aw, I can't stand these stupid things. I don't know. Oh, there's little me talking about Trump. We take our country back. Oh, he won't do anything to help. He wants Trump to take it back for him. What if Trump's the bad guy? Oh, there's Ryan. We have to protect our president better than that. Hey, Upchurch, maybe if you would have listened to me a long time ago, we could have avoided all this. You know what I mean? You're tired, vintage. Well, you gotta make your happy time. That's what I'm trying to do, vintage. I'm not gonna live in everybody else's fantasy so I can be happy and make my happiness. You know what I mean? Or I'm gonna trying for it. Not the happiness to be with God. I think I'm doing the right things. I think I'm prepared to die. I got nothing to lose. What's the worst thing that happens if I'm living in the truth and that's all I want? I just don't know if I die. I just don't know. I make a dent in this place and I make it a little bit better than when I left it. You know what I mean? This place does suck. But vintage, the meek shall inherit the earth. You know what I mean? That's I don't get what's the 144,000 in the Bible. You know what I mean? Do we have to have an antichrist? I think the antichrist is well, little me, little text, dowdy. Anybody who's not willing to face Christ, which is the truth. If somebody says something to you and you refuse to answer, but you wanna call them crazy, you got no truth. You're trying to put your fears off on somebody else by not answering. Oh my god. What's that supposed to mean, AD? My God, is a man, you gotta be through the truth to get them. And I want everybody to go to the truth. And that the truth is not what I tell everybody. The truth is what they tell themselves. Everybody's gotta find their don't be delusional about the truth. There's your truth, and then there is the truth. So always try and be in the truth. Even though we're gonna fail sometimes, you know what I mean? 'Cause we're holding on to somebody else's lies and we don't know any better. But if we're told we're living in a lie, we should investigate. You know what I mean? Just check and see if our reality is our reality. Do you ever think, AD, about stuff like, are we in a simulation? When you have a simulation before you have the real thing? It's not why they have simulations. How about the souls that survive and become real, get to go on, and the other ones just stay with the simulation that all the creation ended up destroying because it was too ignorant and it destroyed itself. They love it when we fight. They love it when women think they're better than men, and they love it when they think men think that they're better than women. They love it when they get all these colors against one another. They love it. Chaos and mayhem. We just follow what they say instead of getting these groups together and talking out our issues. You know what I mean? Like, like, let's settle the N word once and for all. When should it be used? You know what I mean? And who can use it? You know what I mean? Like, if I have one, then I can use it. Like, you wanna call yourself ignorant? I don't get it, but hey, but that can be for any color, you know what I mean, AD? Keep saying it, ignorance doesn't just come in one flavor. It comes in many. No. But anyways, I'm struggling to even talk, so vintage, have a good night. Enjoy your beer. I'd say I'd have one, but I don't drink. Good night, Stardust. Pull myself together, AD. Where should I pull myself together? You live in weakness, bud. You can't admit to your own stupidity. You can't admit to yourself that you got lied to, you got manipulated. An oath of a man. I am strong, AD, in case you haven't noticed. Nobody's gonna break me. You've got demons, bud, and they're holding you back. Let them out, dude. Let whoever hurt you know that they hurt you. Let it out. Let it out. Face it. You wish you were the man I am. You wish you could do the things that I do. You're too scared because you'd have to face yourself, bud, and you have to wanna know what the truth is, and you gotta be willing to die for it. Not want anything in return, even knowing you get everything in return. You think you know everything, AD. The key to spirituality is to actually know nothing, but don't let people change your thoughts without reason. Facts. Never just take a man's word for it. Go to God. Ask him, AD. Ask God the truth, AD. Ask God. Say, God, please send me the truth and let me know if I'm the man that I think I am, or should I be so much more for you? Do you need me to be more, or am I doing good for you now? It's time to decide, AD. Do you want to get on the Jesus train, or do you want to get on the whatever else train? Because she's really easy, bud. Just keep doing what you're doing, feeling good about it. Face your fears, buddy. That's where you'll find God. In your struggles, dude, you'll see things for what they are, and you'll want to change them. Let me know where I should be trying to change things, AD. Let me know where things are going good, bud. Or are we on the brink of nuclear war? Is your president a complete fucking retard? And he has the codes. Huh? Don't worry, I don't like my prime minister either, but he can put together a sentence. You know what I mean? He's a slick little narcissist. He just when he flips pancakes. He struggles socially sometimes. He doesn't like being with the small people. He hates being fake around them. Like he's nice. And, oh, drives him crazy, I bet. No, I feel sorry for you, dude, that you can't come to terms with the fucking shit you've done based on lies or what you should do now, but you're gonna step up and be a man if a man goes into your daughter's change room. Huh? Huh? Are you gonna do it if they take away your bank account if you fucking do something? Huh? Hate crime. Uh, is it all going to digital currency or is that something made up in my head? Should you go and ask your bank how soon it's gonna be before well, you can't get cash. Buy or sell. Buy or sell. AD. Come on, man. If you looked at the internet, is could this possibly be the end times? Is this Sodom and Gomorrah? Who's this fashion designer, the Prince of Darkness? These people are worship. Have you seen these dorks? Michelle Levy, I think her name is. She hangs out with Nina Abramovich. Google that shit, bud. She's the one that's gonna be doing the whole new school system for Ukraine. Try your tax dollars at work, bud. Building a whole brand new democracy, a school curriculum made up by a witch. I'm not saying she's a witch. She says she's a witch. I can't even make this shit up. This is a fucking twisted world you guys got me living in. AD, can you even believe this is real? You should check it out for yourself and prove me a fucking loser. Like, really, these stories of mine are fucking outlandish. But listen, I'm giving Bill Gates and George Soros and Klaus Schwab all the power. I can't do that anymore. I have to let you know you're a tool. Relinquish the power that you give them and give it back to yourself, bud. Bill Gates is nothing but he just has more dollars than you. You're smarter than Bill Gates. Just take your power back, bud. Come on, please. Listen, if we can get to George Soros, I'm telling you, his little ticker goes. He's gonna know. He's gonna be like, "Oh my goodness." You also don't know I work out on the back streets too, AD. I do shit on the back streets outside of YouTube. God is playing chess and you don't get it. It's time for you to flip sides, bud. You're a pawn of the devil right now. Come over to the light, buddy. Be a fucking king, bud. You won't be here. You're playing chess for the next life, bud. Come on, come to the light. Don't be a pawn of Satan no more. Stand up, be a man, and tell people how you feel. Let George W. Bush know he fucked you. And stand up to your government and say, I know, I think you tried to poison my fellow brothers and sisters in the armed forces with your fucking little googopoly fucking. It's time for us to stand up, AD. You can do this, bud. I know you can. If you choose to venture towards the truth, bud, I'll be there to help you. But if you want to stay upon a saint, but I just can't keep fucking, I just can't keep fucking, you know what I mean? Canadian dudes are as soft as butter. Now you hate Canadians now too, eh? What we're willing to do is stand up and do shit. You won't. You won't tell me where I'm wrong. You're gonna tell me I'm soft and blame my whole country on me. I am soft right now, but I'm telling you, you could probably whoop my ass if I'm being real honest. But hey, bud, we all know it only takes one shot. You know what I mean? Weird things can happen in a fight. You know what I mean? Just ask those MMA fighters. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's not the best fighter that wins. Sometimes it's the best fighter on the night who threw the right shot at the right time. But who knows, AAG? If I was a bet man, I'd put money on you. But who knows? Have you even been in a fight before? You talked about it all the time. You ever had a 4v1, but I have. I wasn't winning. I was still fighting when the cops showed up. That was a fun night. You know what I mean? Back in the day when I was a badass, a drinking fool. See, I was always nice, AD. I've always been nice. So when I drank sometimes, you'd say something to me and I just had enough shit. I'd be like, what the fuck did you just say to me? And I just go off. All that pent up frustration, that's what I mean, you gotta get her out, you know what I mean? Don't use alcohol to get it out, bad shit happens, but you gotta let it out, you gotta tell the people, "Hey, you can't do this anymore." I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fucking like, that's the thing, these fucking people are bosses and shit, they can hold their lives over our heads, you know what I mean? And we have to take shit that we shouldn't have to sometimes, you know what I mean? It's like, "Fuck, I gotta do the best thing for my family," and this guy fucking stupid. He's trying to hurt me, like, and I gotta take this shit because I gotta fucking fuck, I got 3 weeks vacation. I can't fucking lose all this because this fucking cocksucker. I'm gonna have to bend over and kiss his fucking ass. You know what I mean? So people have to go through that shit, AD. Do what you gotta do to protect your family, you know what I mean? Perhaps even lie. Have that out. People will lie to protect their families. Fuck the family you destroy, but you protected yours, but, hey, if you woulda did the right thing, maybe every family would have been protected, but then again, when that corporation has no interest in fucking protecting anybody except itself, and it wasn't even protecting itself, but that's the thing, it was protecting the dork that I believe killed somebody, but can you imagine living with that? Knowing that you called the Ministry of Labor and they did nothing about it. And then you find out more information. I mean, dude, like, if you're even a remotely like, I'm not even talking top exact anything like Troy was. If you're even the remotest smartest of a supervisor, you know not to have your workers working near lift trucks, right? So if you're stupid enough to put in your policy that the fucking guy's supposed to be working around the lift truck, well, fuck, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? And then there's evidence that while he ignored that, he brought in extra material, which made it an unsafe working area when he had the information knowing that it would become an unsafe working area because he added extra material, you know what I mean? Which can't be heard, you know what I mean? You try and do the right things and call the Ministry of Labor. Nothing, dude. Nothing even happened to the guy. Not even saying, "Hey, buddy, don't you know that humans shouldn't be working around lift trucks?" I mean, especially when they're working with the hoist. We're talking big coils of steel, right, bud? What I mean, it was my policy when I went there that if I fucking seen anybody even remotely around a lift truck, I told 'em, "Get the fuck out of there." Or if I was on one, I told them to get the fuck away from me. Like, do you not know what these things are capable of? Do you know what happens if a fucking bin falls off? Do you know what happens if fucking a corner gets caught on something? Fucking stay the fuck away, you know what I mean? But this brainwave puts it in the policy, "Hey, this little man works with this lift truck driver, and we'll see what happens." Ministry of Labor can't pick up on what a fuck up that is. But this is the world I gotta live in. I gotta live knowing this shit in my head that this guy got away with it. But then again, this is a corporation who just gets to buy I mean, I did try and get investigation through the Ministry of Labor too on my behalf. But no, they let Marwood hire a place that, well, quite frankly, I didn't get to know what the investigation was or anything like that. I only got to know the end result was, everything's good. That's it. Like, no word of a fucking lie. And then when you call the police to work, you're like, "I really think we need to talk about this, like, I need to know what happened so I get some clarity so I can fix my brain." Then you get that letter saying, "You're not allowed anywhere near the fucking property," but, like, does that sound normal, AD? I told you that they deleted every email that Troy Solinger ever had with me, right? I mean, do innocent people do shit like that? No, that's what I mean, this is all recorded, but I gotta be able to back my mouth up. I gotta know my shit. I gotta be able to pull in situations. I gotta be able to show you guys what the banks and the mortgages and everything else are doing to you. My mortgage went almost up $1,000 in a year. How are people supposed to live with that? They can't. The bankers do. I got them on tape. They want like, way back in the day, I get a monthly check, right? I'd gather, like, 3 up and take them to the bank or whatever, and they'd say, "Well, we're putting these on hold," and blah I'd be like, "No, these are the checks, same checks I cash all the time, but they wanna put them on hold. Why? It's my money, it's like, my insurance check," you know what I mean? You guys can see that they're clearly deposited all the time. Even if I would cash one, they'd be like, "We gotta put a hold on." I was like, "Man, like, what's that about?" Like, that shit shouldn't happen, dude. This is the best part. This is a good one. This is a good one. Do you know what they can do to you? You know what banks can do to you, bud? This is no word of a lie. So I've dealt with my bank, the Scotia Bank here in Canada, my whole life. Whole life. I got denied a mortgage because they looked at my Facebook page. Who gave them the right to look at my Facebook page? They had all the information that they asked for right in front of them. And on top of that, they knew I was on insurance, so if they saw something on my Facebook page that bothered them, maybe that's why I was on insurance, you know what I mean? Maybe there was something wrong with me, but it was because I was saying shit about my workplace. So, that got me ixnayed on fucking I had to close up my Facebook so nobody could get in there unless you know what I mean? I had it freely open or whatever, and so I paid the price on that, but can you imagine being denied for a mortgage because, well, quite frankly, they don't like what's on your Facebook page? Your bank has that right to go in. And the only way I know that is because my mortgage guy told me that the bank told him that. We can't do it because, well, he was talking about his workplace on Facebook. It didn't sound good. Yeah, I'm on insurance, but what are you doing going into my Facebook? Do you guys think that that's right? So I'm approved on paper, but you went and gathered information that wasn't asked for, nor did I offer you. So banks can creep into your life. It's kinda weird, eh? That's the thing, employers you know what I mean? You're employing somebody for the job, you know what I mean? If they don't work out, then get rid of them. Why can't somebody have different viewpoints than you? I mean, I could 'cause I know HR departments do it too because there was HR people there's this video I have, I shared it before. This HR lady just telling freedom fighters, "Hey, we're gonna fuck your life up. Hey, we can dangle, tangle, fangle your lives around. Don't be retards because we see ya." You know what I think? When I saw that, it was the most disgusting thing I ever seen in my life. That you would want harm and you would fuck with somebody's life because they don't have the same opinions as you, or that they feel like they fucking want a better life. and because you're sitting well in your fucking HR department willing to do whatever it fucking takes to stay where you are, be a good little groom sheep, you would fuck somebody else's life over. Like, this is human beings today. Like, when they say there's some that aren't gonna make it, I truly believe it. There's some disgusting fucking people out there who truly just want harm to others. And it's funny, it's in the YouTube community too. Like, how many people has fucking Dagburn wished death upon among the countless children he's wished it upon, or used the death of a child against somebody countless times. It always goes, "What, Ivan, son? I mean it. Sorry." And that just happens again. It makes me sick to my stomach that 10,000 people are willing to watch him learn nothing other than how to be a loser. And when somebody comes on like me who wants to change the world, but wants to use people to do it for their own sake, not mine, we could all figure out what the truth is. Instead of fighting about what the truth is, we could actually have it. But that'd be too scary because way too many of us would be wrong. Anyway, I went on for way more longer. AD got to talking. I don't, I don't want to fight you neither, AD. I don't want to fight anybody. I don't want to do this because it feels like fighting, but it's not. It is fighting for your souls. I'm trying to get you guys to try and find your souls. Let me know where I'm wrong. No one wants to show me where I'm wrong. They just want to tell me I'm wrong. Or deflect and call me soft or tell me I'm deflecting. I've always been willing to answer everybody's questions. You can't say you're chosen and not expect questions. It's kind of a fucking unbelievable thing. Well, maybe it is believable. Maybe there is a God. Or maybe we should all just come together for the right thing anyways, regardless. But hey, I think there's a God. I think he chose me. I think I chose him. I think it's been hell. And I'm glad I went through it. I'm a million times the man I used to be. And I don't think I'd ever want to do it again. I hope this is, if there's reincarnation, I hope this is my last one here. I can just go with God and well, but then again, who knows? Maybe you go with God and then there's another adventure he wants to put you on to another train of higher learning. Who knows? Who knows how this works? Like I said, this could be a simulation, right? We're just getting ready for the real thing. And the real ones get to go with the real thing. But everybody gets a choice. That's the beauty part. You get it's your choose your own adventure book. Which adventure do you want to take? The righteous one where we all would think that we get the love from God, or do we take the easy one where we don't really know? You know what I mean? But who knows? Who knows? Nobody knows nothing. You can only speculate. The world is built off of men's thoughts. Do you know that, AD? All of this came from men's thoughts. How many of them were good thoughts and how many of them were bad thoughts? That's what we got to figure out for ourselves. Speaking of which, I'm going to look into Thoth a little bit more later. You know, they say that Jesus might have been him. They say that Jesus might have been a whole bunch of descended masters, but Who knows? Maybe they're all separate and different, though. Who knows? But we could maybe find out, you know what I mean? You gotta admit, there's gotta be a treasure trove in the Vatican that, well, if the Gospels of Thomas are true, it would make sense to me, you know what I mean? That shit is in the Bible, it's just you gotta read it, you know what I mean? It's there, you just gotta see it, gotta feel it. Gotta be in touch with Jesus, you know what I mean? Gotta be willing to pick up that cross, and you gotta be able to let your people put you up on it, you know what I mean? And, well, maybe they'll see you and they'll let you down, or maybe you'll die on it. Either way, one way changes this world, the other one lets me go to a whole brand new other one. But anyways, I'm gonna go. I'm getting tired. I'm sounding stupid, and my voice is almost gone. So everybody have a good night.